Hi, welcome. My name is Laura Kuizin. I'm the director for the Smart Center at Arkansas State University. We are collaborating this afternoon with P3 Center, and we're going to talk to you basically about curriculum Vitae basics. Students oftentimes come into our office and they ask, what is a curriculum Vitae? They're oftentimes required to submit one with graduate school applications. Vitae basically is Greek for life, and your curriculum Vitae is the brief account of your work history, and it takes into account more of a focus of your academic history. A lot of times when you look online, you'll see Vitae with AE versus Vitae with just the A. Basically, they're used interchangeably. It's the same thing. The only time you're going to see a difference in terms of the meaning of the Vitae versus Vitae is whether it's plural or not. And in terms of the plural Vitae, it would be curricula Vitae versus curriculum Vitae. The difference, so here's the big question, what's the difference between a resume and a Vitae? Primarily the difference has to do with the focus of the Vitae and the length of the Vitae as compared to the resume. With your resume, it's going to be more geared towards your work history and the job specifically that you're applying for. Also with the resume, your employer, your prospective employer is going to want a 1 to 2 page document as opposed to a Vitae, which oftentimes starts from 3 pages on up. Your curriculum Vitae is going to be all-encompassing of everything that you've accomplished in terms of your professional and your academic career. So it's going to kind of be like a chronological, detailed history of everything that you've accomplished. And that's the key difference between the Vitae and the resume. Your resume is why should you be hired for this position, and your Vitae is this is everything that I've ever done. Your Vitae also, primary focus has to do with education. So a lot of times it's used in any realm of academia, higher education. It's also used for legal positions and medical professions as well. With both of them, one thing that we recommend students is when you get started on this, and we'll go into more basics of how to actually format the Vitae later, but one of the things that I recommend with students is there are going to be times in your life where you're going to have to use a resume, and there's going to be times where you're going to be requested to submit a Vitae. And what I recommend is, since there is some similarity, there's considerable similarity in both of them, is when you start making your list, when you start putting this together, save it in 2 documents. Save one document as your resume, save one document as your Vitae. That way you can go in and you can kind of manipulate the two depending on the actual focus of why you're using this document. And then we'll go on later and we'll explain kind of what some of the formatting is. So thanks for joining.